Hello everyone, Roberto here for another video review. This time we have Ritter Sport's, well basically chocolate brownie, or Schoko-Brownie, I guess. My German's not great, but I think that's basically it. Or Choco-Brownie perhaps, not chocolate, but Choco-Brownie. But either way, there's brownie in it, and I'm assuming it's chocolate, so there we go, everyone's a winner. Yeah, so as you can see, it's basically an import from Germany, this one, but you should be able to get it on eBay or on Amazon or whatever, and there might be a UK equivalent. But as you can see, it's a new one, where it was when this was printed. Hopefully it's still in date. Yes, it is. So you can see, well, basically, it's a lovely chocolate with chocolate brownie centre in, and I mean, you can't really ask for any more than that, other than perhaps a dollop of ice cream as well. Absolutely beautiful. So basically it says Choco Brownie or chocolate brownie, and it says with fine brownie filling, basically, or in German, mit feiner Brownie Füllung, I guess. Apologies, I've just destroyed the German language, but there we go, yeah. And of course here it says, I think I tried a quick try of translating it before, it basically seems to say our type of the year, or our sort of the year or something. I think it means basically, well, I don't really know really, so I'm not quite sure the literal translation of that, but essentially means our beautiful yummy chocolate of the year or something like that. I don't know, but there we go. Either way, it's something of the year, so it's some kind of, I'm not sure if it's quite an award, but an accolade, I guess. Yes, it's got the usual Ritter Sport backing, got the colourful flavours there, whatever it translates as. I think in the British English it's colourful flavours. I think it's roughly the same in German. We've got the square practical good on the back, slightly different in the UK one. I think it's squared. I've got the UK one down here somewhere, the equivalent, so I'll grab it. Quality chocolate squared, and it's square practical good in the German one. Let's see on the back, does it say any more information? I think it says like full milk chocolates with brownie cream, it says. And chocolate something or other, which I can't, not sure what that says, or Choco, not sure, yeah, unfortunately. Roughly it says something like Leiden's Stuckchen, I think it says, so I do apologise, not sure what that means, should have translated it before, but I haven't. Yeah, but 6% anyway, so there we go. Maybe I'll do a caption for that, but I think the gist of it is, it's chocolate with sort of a chocolate brownie cream in the middle, so I think that's pretty much what it's saying. So, and it gives you, it's a 100-gram bar, so that's pretty. I mean, it's you might not think it's a massive bar, but it's 100 grams, you know. So if you compare it to say, again, I'll just have to lean down and grab a chocolate bar. So I've got a handy double-decker here, possibly a sneak peek at a future review. This is a 54-gram bar. Yes, you think this is massively big, but basically, you know, it's just over half this, so that's how big and chunky this is. And the double decker is one of the bigger, chocolate bars as well. These days. So yes, it gives you per 100 grams. So it's 565 calories, 37 grams of fat, 21 of which are saturates. So there's, I think it's a 4x4. Square, so 16, so you divide that by 16, you get it per square basically, so probably won't attempt to do now, maybe I'll do a caption for it, but yes. Give myself loads of work to do these captions, honest to God, yeah. Okay, so I think, right, I guess it's got one of these flow wrappers as well, which is quite a good way you split down the middle, so I think, let's give it an open. So normally you'd probably just continue from here, a bit like a Kit Kat, but in order to show you the full thing, I'll open it all up. It's not a warm day today, but slightly melted. Now it has cracked down the middle, possibly due to postage, but it's quite convenient. Oh wow, it smells gorgeous. So you can see it's a 4x4. Good, but there you go, look at that. Ooh, yes, that's really nice. Yeah, it smells very nice as well, like a creamy, it doesn't smell like brownie as such, but it smells a very creamy chocolate. You can see there just what's going on, look at that. like a fluffy, moussey, aerated chocolate. That looks very nice. I think it's like described as a cream on the blurb, so I think it's like a sort of creamy chocolate. So we'll see. So yeah, so it's a square, so it's based roughly around 9 centimeters, probably by 9, I imagine. Yeah, roughly 9 by 9. There's not much flourishes on the bar, so I don't think they're just like little bits to open it with, so we're not being ripped off as far as that's concerned. Okay, so yes, it breaks nice and easy, quite crumbly, but it is melting a bit, and it's not a very hot day today, so yeah, very nice. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh, in fact, this one's broken off slightly, so you can see it's got a fluffy centre. Okay, let's give it a go. Wow. That's really I'll have to have some more. Well, that's a real that's really nice. I think well, the gist of it is it's basically like a sort of fluffy creamed centre. Like you get in let's think. Trying to think of an equivalent really. I think that the Dairy Milk Golden Crunch that used to do that sort of creamy centre filling, and I think trying to think of a good equivalent really. There are loads out there, I just can't think of one off the top of my head. I can't think. It's kind of like a sort of moussey, creamy centre. I can't quite think off the top of my head of a good example of an equivalent now. Perhaps supposed to be like something like maybe a bit like the Butterfinger cups that I reviewed a couple of weeks back. Maybe a bit like Reese's peanut butter, but not quite like that. But sort of very fluffy, creamy centre anyway. I can't quite think of an equivalent now, to be honest with you. It's really frustrating. That's annoying. I'll try and if I think of one, but there are some out there anyway. They're probably more similar bars to this really, and so it's difficult to find an actual equivalent because they're all quite similar. It'd be another Ritter bar or something like that, which kind of defeats the point of it. But any of those have kind of like a fluffy, creamy, moussey, sort of milky centre really, if you know what I mean. It's kind of equivalent to that, but it has a sort of what I'm trying to get is it has a sort of seems to be a very fine sort of chocolate crunch in there. So there's like a really fine, I won't say it's a powder, but there's something that gives it a bit of substance. And it really gives it a very unique taste, unique texture on your tongue. So they're trying to get the brownie feel there. Now I'll cut to the chase here. This doesn't taste like a chocolate brownie. There's no chewy gooiness in there. It's not hard on the outside and soft in the centre. Well, it is hard on the outside because of the chocolate, and soft on the centre because of that. So it does fulfil that criteria, I guess. But it's not in the same way as a brownie. It's not like a chewy outside in anywhere, like in here in the centre, and soft melting middle. There's nothing like that. It does sort of have an equivalent because you've got the hard chocolate on the outside and then this soft creamy centre in the middle with its kind of, a unique sort of, I don't know, flaky chocolate. It's almost like a Cadbury's flake that's been ground up very finely and placed inside the sort of the chocolate cream centre. And it works really, really well. It's really nice. But it's not like a brownie. I don't feel like I'm eating a chocolate brownie here, so I'm a bit disappointed as far as that's concerned because I've still not found the perfect brownie chocolate bar. But it is really nice in its own right. It's a lovely. It does keep splitting up very well. It doesn't break very, very well. I don't know if that's just this bar, but this centre here, it's so creamy and nice. But that sort of ground chocolate powder in there. It gives it a slight, I won't say a crunch, but it gives it a texture that's not just the cream, and it really makes a difference. I could do with it being slightly thicker actually, I think that would be perfect if it was really not quite as fine chocolate flakes or whatever. I think that would really work. But as it is, this is a big difference in the usual ones. I think you can kind of see one there actually. Just there's like a sort of chocolate lump in it. It's a bigger one than normal. They usually get a lot smaller, I think, but I don't know if you can see that. Just here, you can see there's like a chocolate dot there. There's one here as well. So that's what they are, I think, and I think there's more smaller ones in there, but I'm not sure, but it works really well anyway. I think I could do them in a bit slightly more substantial. I think that would work perfectly for me, but as it stands, it's a really nice addition to the chocolate cream formula that I've not had before, and it's really nice. It's really chocolatey. I think it's quite creamy though, so again, because of the chocolate cream, I think that detracts a bit from it and the brownie feel. A bit too creamy, I'd say, so it gets a bit, I've had quite a lot here actually. And so, maybe at this point to say, oh yeah, I'm starting to get a bit sickly from it. It's perhaps just about right because I've had about half of it. But it's really good. I'm really impressed with this. I do really like it. I'll say it doesn't tick the brownie box for me though. It takes a very nice chocolate creamy, creamy chocolate taste with a very unique addition to the cream with that sort of soft chocolate powdery concoctions in there. I don't know what they are exactly, but they're really nice. But as I say, it's not really a brownie though, and it's a bit creamy for me to be labelled as a brownie. But I think if it had more of that chocolate goodness in the cream, I think that would be really nice, and it might make all the difference actually. But as it stands, it's still really good because it's something I've not experienced before, and definitely a great idea. And I just think definitely could build on that. But I think a good 4.5 out of 5 for me. This one is really nice. As I say, perhaps a bit too creamy for me to be related to a brownie. I'd like some kind of chewiness in there that makes it a bit more like a brownie, or something in there that's a bit more solid. I think they were halfway to getting with that chocolate inclusion inside the cream. But yeah, really nice. Really liked it. Yeah, definitely recommend this one. Lovely. Okay, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, like my videos, and I'll see you next time. Okay, take care everyone. Bye for now. See ya.